Hello, Booktube. Chelsea, the reading outlaw, finally coming back to bring you guys a little bit of an update from what I've been doing recently. I took a little bit of kind of an impromptu break after Labor Day because I wanted to, because right now I'm feeling a little sloggy, and the bigger books on my TBR mean that sometimes I don't always have stuff to talk to you guys about. So, yeah, that's kind of where I went and why I disappeared. I don't really have a reason other than I just needed a little bit of a break, but I'm back. There's coffee. I have a couple things to talk to you about and to show you guys, so I figured, hey, let's go talk to our Booktube friends. So, first up, I have managed to finish a couple things since the last time I made a video for you guys. The first one is The Strange Library by Haruki Murakami. This is the novella short fiction read for the Booktube SFF Awards for September. As you can see, it's pretty tiny. My copy clocks in at, let's see, I think are they even numbered? Probably not. I want to say it's less than 100 pages. And as you can see, it's there's text, but pretty much there's illustrations. Pretty much every other page is some kind of drawing. So the book goes really, really fast. This is the book I wanted to show you guys because of how weirdly it's put together. When I got it from the library, this is how it looked. But then you have to take this flap down. Then you can raise this flap up. This is the actual first page of text, which I didn't realize the first time I started reading it. And I was like, wait, what's happening? I thought it was just I don't know, an intro, because all the rest of the book had been weird. Why wouldn't that part be too? But yeah, and then it keeps going and there's different pages. Anyway, it's a very interesting book in terms of its construction. Anybody who out there who does the whole book design, I'm trying to put this back together. Anybody out there who does the cover design, book design deal, who wants to take a stab at maybe why it was packaged like that, if there's a reason and you want to have a go at it, please feel free to elucidate me, because I have no idea. But otherwise, The Strange Library is basically about a little boy who goes to his local library and gets led into a basically surprise basement beneath it that he didn't know existed, or maybe it doesn't exist, but the whole thing is weird and creepy. And there he meets a sheep man and also a little girl that is trapped, and they basically just have an adventure together trying to help the little boy escape the strange library. It's, like I said, it's a really quick read. It actually ended up being a really good read for the fall time season. It's finally starting to get colder here in the Midwest, so I felt like this kind of came along right to scratch my itch for something kind of gothic and spooky and strange. And really, I mean, Haruki Murakami's got kind of all those boxes checked anyway, so if you're looking for something short, I would definitely check that out. I also finished, if you've been watching Booktube for any small amount of time this year, you will have seen that Robin Hobb has taken over. The lady is having a moment in Booktube. So who am I to deny cultural trends, right? And so I finished The Assassin's Apprentice, which is the first book in the Farseer series, or the Farseer trilogy, which is her first trilogy in, at the moment, there are 3 series already published. The 4th one just started, I believe. She has the Farseer trilogy, the Tawny Man trilogy, the Mad Ship trilogy, and then they just started the Rain Wilds Chronicles, the Rain Wilds trilogies, I believe. Please, those are who are more familiar, correct me. Anyway, the Assassin's Apprentice is about our main character, Fitz Chivalry Farseer, and he is bastard to Prince Chivalry, and it is basically, the first book is kind of about him finding his place at court. He becomes an assassin's apprentice. See what they did there? But there's also several other things going on. This book has a really interesting kind of system of magic and functioning of magic and magical, not powers, but processes within the book. And Robin Hobb is an absolutely amazing writer. She's not afraid to jerk her characters around, to treat her characters like human beings, which means not always well. She's no George R. R. Martin on the scale of how to treat your characters, but she definitely is not afraid to tug at the heartstrings. So as you can see, it's not super long. I actually originally read this on Kindle and then picked it up in hardback after that. 435 pages in this copy. So really, for a fantasy book, not too bad. Definitely on the smaller side of chunky. I have 2 and 3 coming from Amazon soon, and as soon as they get here, I'll be happy to show you guys. And then lastly, something not book related, I have been using the weekend to get a little bit more back into handcrafts because, like I said, the fall season is upon us. And I decided it was time to teach myself a new one. So I went out and, well, I didn't buy, but I found my trusty crochet hooks. And I went out and I got some yarn and I started practicing my crochet skills. It's not very good. As you can see, it starts out wider and then gets smaller, and that's bad. It shouldn't be doing that. So I'm kind of trying to practice. You can see right here where it starts to happen too. So I'm working on trying to make sure that doesn't happen. I'm just practicing, practicing, practicing. But it's been forever since I crocheted anything. I'm usually a knitter girl. So that's something I decided to kind of hop back into this weekend. That just about wraps up my little Monday update for what I've been doing while I was gone. I have been keeping tabs on all of you on the YouTubes, so never fear. You guys have seen me probably lurking around, liking and commenting on videos. So I am still there. Never fear. I have not gone away. But yeah, as always, you can like, comment, or subscribe down below. I will leave any necessary links in the box. And as always, I hope you guys are having a really brilliant Monday. Bye.